It's another Boondoggle collection update video by Rubik Boondoggles. Here it goes. There's where it starts, there's where it finishes. I zigzagged every time it rotated 180 degrees. I did the one straight stitch that switches the direction of the spiral. Number 2, this is a unique one. Starts out with twisted non. So a twisted 3x3, and then I took the corner strands, the strands on the corner of the stitch, and I took them out, and then I did a tornado stitch, a whole bunch of tornado, and then I wrapped around the remaining corner strands. Then in the middle I joined it up back up into non for a few stitches, then I did the same thing again, and then I put it back in non, and yeah, that's it. And then I did a non-finishing stitch. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but I just kind of poked the strands through random holes in the stitch. Yeah, I like finishing stitches. I'm pretty sure I've said that before, but finishing stitches are so much better than just snipping off the strands and calling it good. Next, here's a simple one. Starts out square, added a strand in the middle with the rocket ship method. And then I hid that strand inside a square stitch for I think 3 stitches. So the yellow strand is still running along inside that square stitch. And I just kept doing that, and I set a number. I did like, I don't know if this is right, but like 10 brick stitches, and then 3 squares, 10 brick, 3 square, 10 brick, 3 square. Back and forth. That's that. I was watching another Boondoggle video. I have no idea what it was called or who did it, but somebody made this exact same thing with these exact same colors, and it was really uncanny and serendipitous. Next is another zigzag, kind of like the twisted fluted column, or the zigzag fluted columns from earlier. This is just the same thing, it's with some holographic colors. It's a zigzag tornado. Zigzags are cool. And the finishing stitch at the end. I'll save that one for last. Okay, next, this is an odd stitch. This is a stitch that I got from a paracord bracelet design. That's what it looks like. Pretty sure you could figure out how to do this stitch just by looking at it. Goes like that. Not the best for Boondoggle string, because it kind of curves around itself weird, and then it does this spaghetti thing. But yeah, I started out with like 1 square stitch, because you use 4 strands for this, and then did a square finishing stitch at the end. That's that. Next is another brick combination. Did a bunch of brick, and then some twisted brick, and then some more brick, and then a tiny itty bitty bit of hexagon right in the middle. Then brick, twisted brick, and then the finishing stitch. Next is a wavy, made with the corkscrew. Some nice gold in the middle. There's that. I think I did this finishing stitch wrong, because some of these strands are poking out in weird angles. Next is this. This is another one. What was wrong with me? I did so many weird finishing stitches. Look at that. I'm a weirdo. You should know that. And this is one that I messed up. I did a 5x1 wall for like 4 stitches. And then I did 6, and I split it into 3 squares, and I did 6 stitches, and then 5x1 wall. And then I did 8. And then I realized I had messed up, and so I did 8 again. So it goes 6, 8, 8. That's why the holes aren't all the same size, and it just looks weird. And I figured, what the heck, I already messed up a whole ton. And I was running out of one of the strings, not sure which. So I did a ton of 5x1 wall at the end to finish off this unbalanced, weird project. Second to last, number 9 here. This is what you get if you use Yonatan set bonds or lanyard. Capital L, A, N, I think capital Y, and then lowercase a, lowercase r, capital D. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure though. But yeah, Yonatan Set Bonds channel. He did a video called Quad Stitch Variation Number 1, the inner stitch. So what I did here was I did some quad, and then I did one of his inner stitches, then some more quad, and then I just switched back and forth. And every time it switches from solid colored to the dot in the middle, or vice versa, that's where one of the inner stitches is. So you can go check that video out because it's pretty cool. And it makes for pretty cool boondoggles like this one. And finally, this last one. Saved this one for last because they always save the big ones for last. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 1 wall. This is how it starts out. And then it splits into 2 bricks on the sides and a corkscrew in the middle. And it does that over and over. This is one of my only projects that's done with craft lace instead of boondoggle. That's one unique thing about it. The other unique thing about it is this finishing stitch. If you experiment with where you feed this, what holes in the stitch you feed the strands through when you do finishing stitches, you can come up with some cool things like this two-tailed one. Just some more looking at this. Yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching this Rubik Boondoggle Collection Update number 6 video. Thanks for watching. Check out my other channel, Rubik Builder LLC, link in description. And, oh, one fell down, so I guess that means it's time to end the video. See you guys later.